Hi, and welcome to this vocabulary lesson. In my lessons, I cover a basic word that is one of the 3,000 most used English words. However, I go deeper. So stick around to the very end of this video because we are going to look at synonyms and collocations. We're going to see this word used in context, and we're going to find out all the different words that belong in the word family. We're going to hear the opposite, the noun, the verb, the adjective, and the adverb for all the words that I teach in this series. I hope you'll stick around with me every single day and learn these 3,000 words with me. Obviously, obviously. Obviously means it is super clear or visible. Often this word is used in a slightly ironic way. Well, that's obviously okay, right? We say, that's okay, but we can say, well, that's obviously okay means it's super clear that it's okay. Obviously. Some synonyms for the word obviously are clearly or visibly, evidently, noticeably, positively. So we've been talking about adverbs a lot. Adverbs can be removed from the sentence and it doesn't really change the meaning of the sentence. Adverbs tell how something is done. It doesn't change the verb. It just changes how it's done. And a lot of these adverbs, especially if they're adverbs that just add emphasis, it doesn't really change the meaning. Obviously is one of those adverbs that adds emphasis. Writers really like to use adverbs because it makes the language more colorful, but it doesn't necessarily change the meaning. So if a word has a "ly" on the end of it and you don't know what it means, that's not a big deal. If you want to strengthen your writing, then you need to use more adverbs. Okay, so that's where adverbs and their importance are. Let's look at some examples of obviously. Obviously, the temperament failed. Obviously, the experiment failed because the temperature was not controlled. This shows obviously used as a sentence adverb. It means clearly or as expected. Now, when we put an adverb at the beginning of a sentence like this, we are using it as a backdrop to everything else. And this means anybody can see that the experiment failed because the temperature was not controlled. It's a very clear understanding. She is obviously tired after the long flight. Here, obviously modifies the adjective tired. You can just say she is tired after the long flight, and it doesn't mean anything different. But she is obviously tired. That just gives it an emphasis. She is so tired that anybody can see exactly how tired she is. The answer is obviously incorrect. This is strong. If I say the answer is obviously incorrect, if you think the answer is correct and I say it that way, then I've just told you that anybody could see that this answer is incorrect and you're stupid for not seeing that this answer is incorrect. So when we use the word obviously, we're making it so visible or apparent that it's almost an insult if you disagree. We should obviously check the data twice before publishing. This is kind of of course we should check it twice. He said, oh, obviously you knew that. This uses obviously in a sarcastic tone. Obviously is often used sarcastically to suggest irritation or irony, okay? It obviously has those kinds of contexts to it, that it's ironic or it's irritating, obviously. If something isn't obvious, then it's secret. But secretly or privately doesn't really show an opposite with obviously, because obviously is kind of insulting. The noun is obviousness. The verb is, there's no verb, and I'm thinking, yeah, we can put a noun, an S on the end, and people will understand you, but I don't think it's an actual word. The adjective is obvious, and the adverb is obviously. This word is mostly used in the adjective or the adverbial sense. I really hope that you enjoyed this word. Research shows that if you know 3,000 words, then you can pretty much say anything you need to say. I hope I'll see you tomorrow, and please like and subscribe.